Hello everyone, this is Very She with Crochet again, and this time we are going to create this camel stitch fingerless gloves. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and support us, and let's get started to make this camel stitch gloves. It's so beautiful, cozy, easy and fast. To make the first row is the one that's kind of tricky, but the rest are just super easy. I used this yarn, I believe it's a Turkish brand, and I used this much, about less than half of it. It's 100 gram and 320 meters. So to begin, I am using a 5.5 millimeter hook, and to begin, make your slip knot. And now you are going to chain 2 to start your foundation row. So chain 1 and chain 2. So make your first half double crochet. So you are going to insert your hook into the second chain, yarn over. Now yarn over and pull through 1, then yarn over and pull through the remaining. So now you have your first stitch. To make the second half double crochet stitch, you are going to insert your hook into the chain portion, not the half double crochet portion. So insert your hook into the stitch. Now you have 3 loops, yarn over 1 and then yarn over the 3 of them. So now you have 2 stitches. So to make the third stitch, just to make it clear, you are going to insert your hook into the stitch portion. So there are 2 loops like there would be normally on a chain. Yarn over the stitch, then yarn over 1, then yarn over the 3 loops. So these are 3 half double crochet stitches. I'm going to show you one more time. One, two, three. To make the fourth one, you're just going to do the same. A half double crochet, insert your hook into the chain portion. So there are 2 loops there, like there would be on any chain. Now yarn over the chain portion, yarn over the first one, then yarn over the remaining. So these are 4 stitches, and we are going to keep going 30 stitches. So I'll see you guys when I'm there and show you what is next. So there we have 30 half double crochet. And yes, I did 30 half double crochet, but if you want your gloves to be longer, you can make it longer. If you want it to be shorter, you can do whatever you want. I did 30 half double crochet. This is the length I wanted because I'm going to add this trim too. And so to finish our foundation row, we are going to chain 1. Now flip over your work, and we are going to do a half double crochet into this half double stitch, this one right here. You are going to crochet into the half double stitch all over the row. So this is the stitch, 2 loops, but we are not going to insert our hook into this one. We are going to insert into this one. I'm inserting my hook into the half double stitch, not the 2 loops. Yes, this one in the front. And we are just going to continue like this. And you're going to repeat the camel stitch across and for the remaining rows in the pattern. So now I have finished my 30 stitches, and if you are a beginner, I really recommend that you count your stitches to make sure you are chaining the same amount of chains and avoid any mistakes. So this is the length that I'm going for, but like I said, you can do whatever you want. And to begin on the next row, you are going to chain 1, flip over your work, and you are just going to do the same that we did on the last row. So we're going to do a half double crochet into the half double stitch. You are going to crochet into this loop, the front loop, not the 2 loops together, and repeat the camel stitch across for the remaining rows in the pattern. And yes, just that's pretty much it, and I'll show you what is next once I am finished with this one. So now I am finished with my rows. So to know when you finish is to just simply measure it in your hands, and once you feel it fits, then that's the one. Also notice that your finger, your thumb is not going to be a part of the glove. So this one kind of, I feel like it fits on me. And so once you feel like it fits on your hand, you're just going to start closing the gloves to make it into just one piece. So to close the gloves, all you have to do is just stitch the 2 sides together. So I'm going to stitch the half double stitch with the half double stitch in the 2 rows together. I hope I make sense. I'll just show you in a minute. So you're going to chain 1 first, and now we are just going to stitch the 2 sides together. So make sure that the stitches are lying each stitch into the one. I really recommend you count them so you don't make any mistakes. So you're just going to insert your hook into the half double stitch with the other half double stitch in front of it, so it all come together like just a one piece. So now you have reached where your thumb is going to be together. You're not going to stitch this part, you're going to skip this part. So basically what you're going to do is insert your hook into just one side for about 6 stitches, because I want my thumb to be a little bit comfortable and not make the gloves tight. So you're just going to stitch 6 stitches, just simple crochet, one single crochet, and you're going to skip those 6 stitches into the other side. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you're just going to back to stitch the 2 sides together, just like that. So now I have stitched the 2 sides together. I'm just going to try it on, and you kind of want to see if the gloves is a little bit tight on your thumb or is it comfortable. If it's not, you can just redo it easily. So now I am going to make the trim on the gloves to kind of make more coverage to my fingers. So you're just going to chain 1 and make a simple single crochet around this circle that you see. So for the number of the stitches, it's kind of forgiving, you kind of eyeball it, but just try to make it the same number of stitches that you have. And if you want actually to make it a little bit tight, then you can skip a few stitches, but it really depends on what you want, and you can just put your hands and measure it and see what you kind of like, and just do whatever you want with it. Right here I am counting because I'm just want to make it fitting on my fingers to make it a little bit tight. So I'm just going to make a single crochet all over this trim, and I'll be back to show you what is next. So here I have finished my first row of single crochet, and I'm trying the gloves to see if this is what I want, how many rows do I want to add. And yes, that's pretty much it. It's very easy because you can just get in and out and measure it, see if you like it, if you're not. And yes, I'm just going to add 5 more rows of single crochet, actually 4 more rows of single crochet. I ended up with 5 rows of single crochet. So there we go, these are the finished top 5 rows of single crochet, and now we are going to work on the bottom and make this bottom looks a little bit nicer and a little bit more fitted. So we're just going to make a slip knot to start our row of single crochet. Now insert your hook in the one that's parallel to the thumb, so you know when did you start and when to finish, or you can make a marker to just avoid any mistakes. So make a slip stitch first, a single, then you're going to start to make your first row of single crochet. On the bottom half here I actually did just two rows of single crochet, I'm sorry. In the bottom half here I have done only 2 rows of single crochet. So now I am done with my 2 rows of single crochet. I'm just going to chain one and finish your work. Yes, that's pretty much it. It's super easy, especially if you're a beginner. Now you're just going to wear it and see if this is what you like, the length, the fit, everything. It's very easy, and if you are a beginner, this is a perfect project for you. By the way, you guys, this granny square on the ground, I actually have a tutorial on. If you want, I'll link it above. And like you see, I have finished my pair of gloves, and it's very easy, cozy, and so easy to make and fun. So now all you do is just clean your work, and yes, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.